Okay, well, this is part 2 of the kx65 pit bike build, and today I'm going to rebuild this motor. Well, today, probably tomorrow, but in this video. Yeah, we got the, not sponsored, but got the Hot Rods full bottom end kit and a Pro X piston. This little box right there. It's a cute little thing. Yeah, I'm just going to start off. I'm going to put the cylinder back on here and just plug up all the little holes and try to clean this thing because it is pretty crusty. So I'm going to get it clean and then start taking it apart. Okay, so I'm still just cleaning, and I noticed that looks like it might be some welds there. And I also just noticed there's like a weird crack right there. So that's kind of cool. And this is all one piece, so I might need to get a new one. Okay, so we got the crank out, and as you can tell with all that nice purple, it got hot and kind of got stuck, but was still turning, and so it scraped, and it is stuck in that position. So that kind of makes it think they kind of put gas in it, but ain't got no oil in it. So we got really hot and just got stuck right there. I'm gonna put these case halves back together temporarily and try to clean these a little more because I really just was tired of cleaning them. And yeah, I'll put those together and put the new crank in. Okay, so we were in the process of putting this case onto that case. This one has all the transmission stuff in it. And then we were looking at using this thing to squeeze the cases together. and we're like, well, how do we put this onto here? Because there's no threads on here. Then I realized we put the crank in backwards, so I'm gonna take it apart and take the crank out. So, yeah, the crank does not go this way, it goes that way, which makes sense, but for some reason we just didn't do that. So, gonna try to get some dry ice and make this extra cold so it should just drop right in, and then yeah, do it right. So yep. Well, so we got it together and started putting this stuff on the clutch side together. We got like the little shift thingy that does all the shifting stuff and goes to the shift drum. We messed up. I don't know what, but we're gonna have to split the cases and see what we did wrong, because first gear, it would kind of go into first gear, then neutral, and then it'd like just get stuck, and then it wouldn't move at all, but then randomly it'd go back down to, yeah, it's just all messed up. So I'm gonna tear the cases apart and look in there. I don't think I'm gonna film any of that because I've already filmed taking this thing apart after putting the new crank in once. So I think I'll just let you know when we get this fixed, hopefully. So yeah. So we were having transmission problems. We put it together and it wouldn't shift through the gears. So instead of trying to figure out which part was the blame, we just acquired a whole new transmission because it was easier, and it was pretty cheap off eBay used, but it worked smoothly. Because I don't know, I was looking at this, it might be bent or something, the little shift fork, I'm not sure, but this new transmission shifts really smooth, and the old one, it would shift, but it would be like really stiff, and you really had to like shake it. And so whatever that problem was, it's not in this new transmission, so we're gonna go ahead and put it together. Alright, so we have the two cases together now, and the new transmission in there, and everything works. It shifts smoothly, so we're going to put the clutch side back together, and then, yeah, if we get all that done, maybe we can hone the cylinder and put all that stuff on. So, yep. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the ignition out for right now until we get it into the bike, because I gotta plug all the stuff in and it's just easier to tighten it down when it's in a bike. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the ignition cover on just temporarily, and yeah, I'll have to clean it up afterwards because it kind of got grubby from taking the cases apart like 4 or 5 times or whatever it ended up being. It was a nightmare, but that $40 eBay transmission, that saved us. So yeah. Alright, so I guess that was part 2 of the kx65 pit bike build. This video took way longer than expected, so I'm very sorry. It might have taken me a little while to upload this video because we had to split the case on this thing like 4 or 5 times. Transmission wouldn't work and it wasn't good. But yeah, we're here now, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you like the stuff I do, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.